we've been fortunate enough to see you, do presentations with action-based learning, and even, keynote our back to school teachers this year, which was amazing. And trying to write everything down is never, I'm glad we have it all on video so I can go back and write everything down. But you've done a TED Talk that has over 87,000 views. And there's a lot of things you said in there, again, that you can pick and choose from, anything that's gold. But one of the things you did say that really speaks to me and speaks to our profession is that one day you hope to see PE teachers in a curriculum as important as math and ELA, right? And or get the respect that math and language arts gets. And that's awesome. We definitely thank you for that. But what's it like doing a TED Talk? What's the prep? Are there guidelines? And then now that you've had 87,000 views, do you get noticed in public?
If I'm going to a conference, I have had people, if I'm in the right setting, it's been kind of crazy. People come up to me and say, your books changed my life. They changed their classroom, which changed, how it is, your classroom just absorbs you. And if you can have something that makes it easier, makes it more enjoyable, makes it more fun, it is life changing. And I appreciated that. And if I'm at a conference, I remember walking into a hotel in Barcelona, and so on a very small scale, sometimes I get recognized, but the prep talk, the prep for the talk was pretty intense. I mean, I started doing a new keynote for PE teachers based in, how important that your physical life is to every other part of your life, how it's critical to a successful life. Sure. And I gave that keynote in my office probably 100 times before I ever stepped on a stage. And that's the way it was for the TED Talk. You just have to go out there and nail it. And so I just did it again and again and again and again and again. And I watched Ken Robinson's TED Talk over and over and over and over again, just to, get some really small nuances about his talk. And so, there was a lot of prep. And then the day of, it was just so interesting. You get on that stage, and there is an iPad in the center seat in the front row, and it has 18 minutes on it. And when you begin, they push that button, and then it's 17:59, 17:58, and that is your time. And it's dark. It's that you can't see the audience. And I was doing these movement activities with the audience, and I really couldn't see them. So it was a really great experience, and I'm really happy I got to do it. But it was a lot of preparation, and I hope I get to do another one at some point. I haven't really pursued it. That I got asked to do that one. Hopefully I get asked to do another, but I might pursue something like that in the future, because it was a really great experience.
So do you have to stand like right on that red dot the whole time too?
Yeah, people have asked me about that before. I don't recall that. I mean, I was moving. I think we had a space that we had to stay in, but I was able to move around a little bit, because I love to move when I speak. Sure. And I love to get people up, and I like to go out into the audience, etc. I couldn't do any of that. They even cut out my first 2 minutes. I told a couple of stories that I thought were really funny, and the audience thought was funny. But they said, it was going to be showed, all over the world, of course, and people might not get the context. And so my TED Talk is only 16 minutes, but it was actually 18 minutes. Mm-hmm. So.
See, it's funny you say that, because, when we talk to people who do trainings like yourself, a lot of them really say, always lead with a story, get the audience to kind of feel, and then they cut that out. It's interesting.
Yeah, they did. And it was fine. I would love to see that footage. I've never gotten to see that footage. I don't know how it turned out, but the audience seemed to enjoy it. So it was fine. I just went right into the science, and that's okay.
Sure. Oh, but it was awesome.
And you mentioned that you could not see do the ear nose switch or the writing your name. So you could not see them doing those movements at all when you were doing one of those brain breaks, brain boosts.
I really couldn't. And one of the things about public speaking is that you thrive on that feedback from the audience. And I had done it enough with other people and other audiences that I knew how it would go. I know when people are going to laugh. I know when they're going to not laugh. I know when they're going to do this or that. And so I knew it would be okay, but it was a little unsettling not to be able to see them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was enjoyable, a little nerve wracking, but would love to do it again.
We do ear, nose, switch a lot.
Yeah.
In our trainings, thanks to you, of course.
Yeah. Good. I like combining that with other things too. It makes people really think about the movement and get engaged in the moment. That's one of the reasons why physical activity is so mindful, because it pulls you into the moment. So I like doing things like that, combining different things, catch them off guard.